Merry Christmas, beauties! It's your girl Kristen here. I'm a licensed esthetician, a freelance makeup artist, a YouTuber, a mom. Welcome to my channel and Merry Christmas to you guys. We're gonna be having a little bit of brunch soon and I thought I would hop on here real quick and just do the little intro to this video. As you can see today, it's gonna be Christmas style. Hello everyone! Merry Christmas! Yay! We've already opened a couple of gifts already and we're just hanging out here. We were playing some Christmas music. It's gonna be a little bit more casual than our past Q&A sessions, but still nonetheless, I'm gonna be answering your questions. Hey! I put a poll on Instagram, so I'll be addressing some of those, and then any questions that I've received on YouTube that I haven't already answered in other videos. So if you guys wanna see the answers to your questions and come along with us for this Christmas vlog style video, then make sure you continue watching. Of course, I have not gotten all pretty and ready for you guys. We are just hanging out here. I don't like to get all done up right away. We'll get cute later. Devin, you want to open one more present? This one's from Mama. Want to open it? There. What is it? And rip it! What is it? Open it. Is that Elmo? Wow!
Elmo loves to play guitar. Elmo is a singing star.
See his face right now. Wow! Okay. All right. This is so we can remember this crazy year. Here's the 2020 with the toilet paper and the masks.
You see that? I thought it was mine.
Yeah? Yeah, for brunch, I'm gonna be making some French toast with some bacon and eggs. And yeah, I'm gonna whip that up right now. So I'm gonna eat my brunch, and I also have my favorite sparkling wine from Trader Joe's. And I'm just gonna be enjoying myself. Devin's playing with Grandma. And I'm gonna eat, and then I'm gonna fix this hair up a little bit. Probably put on a little bit of makeup. You know, Devin needs to eat as well, so yeah, I'm gonna do that and get us ready. Yes, let me get my glass. Well, cheers to you. So good. Pretty much my Christmas morning, so I'll see you guys in a little bit. Alright y'all, so Devin just got up from his nap. He is playing with my grandma right now. So if you hear any squealing, laughing noises in the back, you know that it's them playing around. Before we get into it, let me just pour myself another little bubbly before we get into these questions that you guys have for me. Let's dive into these questions. I'm gonna open up Instagram first because I always feel like I go straight to YouTube and then I never have any time for Instagram questions. I posted a poll for you guys not too long ago, so I'm gonna go to that picture. Okay, so I pulled up your questions from Instagram And as always, in this video, I'm going to be referring to other videos that are going to be talking about maybe some topics that I have already covered. So I'm going to make sure I link those videos up here and down here so that you guys can reference those videos. But of course, I will give you kind of my short answer if there is a question that I have already addressed in another video. But yeah, just so you guys know what to expect. From Glow Girl Studio, hey, what skincare machines are you looking to add to your list of services? So that's a great question. I would love to add in a microcurrent machine. Esthetician school, I was trained to use the NuFace device, and I also use that at work as well, so I feel really comfortable with that. I've seen great results with the NuFace devices. What microcurrent does, it really helps to contour the face, and I really feel like that'd be a great enhancement to add into any facial. Here he comes. Devin just started walking a couple of days ago, and now he's getting very comfortable with walking. Hello. Mama's filming. Go play with Grandma. Okay, I have two questions asking the same thing from Amber M. Coughlin and Revived by Brooke. What is your favorite service to perform? Out of all the services that I do, I love facials. I think facials is really my sweet spot. I really enjoy customizing things. As far as what kind of a facial, I think I really enjoy just doing a 50-minute classic facial. Very simple, and I'm just meeting somebody for the first time, working on their skin for the first time. I love just their reaction after just getting a basic facial for 50 minutes, and I feel like those are the services that you can just quickly do and get somebody a really great result. I also really love doing peels. Yeah, so I would say those are my favorite services. Ooh, this is a good question. Skin with XO. Were your parents understanding in this path you chose? Keeps trying to come back. I'd say right off the bat, my mom was very supportive. My dad, I feel like, has been the one I've had to have a little bit more conversations with. And because I did, you know, if you heard my story before, I did go to a 4-year college right out of high school. I did a 9-to-5 job. That's what I think every parent wants, is for their kid to have stability and guaranteed comfort and success. And being an esthetician is definitely one of those things that you have to start from the bottom. You don't make a lot of money right off the bat. I'm just gonna be real with you guys. I've mentioned this in other videos before. I worked 2 other jobs when I first started. When your parents hear that you're having to struggle so much in the beginning and they don't really understand that beauty can be a career, because I think growing up I never really thought of skincare or hair or anything like that as being a career. For some reason had a stigma of, oh, okay, you don't need a college degree for that, so it's not really that important. But there is a lot of skill that goes into what we do, and so I feel like, yeah, there are going to be some parents out there who are going to worry that you wanted to choose this as a career, but if this is your passion, if this is what you want to do, then just go for it, because you're going to be the one working that career, not them. For me, I've been able to, over the years, show everybody that this is a very lucrative business. I've shared with my grandma, I've shared with my dad, with my mom, how much I've been making, and you know, with opening up the studio and everything, and it just shows. The facts are there. The money's coming in, the clients are there, the space looks amazing. So stay focused on that end goal, just manifest it and keep working toward it, because you probably will have some doubt. Hope that answers your questions, but yeah, there was definitely a little bit of hesitation when I presented this kind of career right off the bat, because it didn't seem like the typical 9-to-5 stable type of job. Hi, baby. So, yeah, long answer to your question. Go play with Grandma.
Very good. Very good.
Pounds off __. Client with bad breath, what to do? Unfortunately, there's not much you can do. You don't want to offend anybody. Probably the most subtle way you could go about it is just offer them a mint. I don't even know. I've definitely had to deal with that. And I'm a huge person on being good about your hygiene, especially as an esthetician, because you're working so closely with people. So I would say, you know, make sure you're on point first of all, because you can't be pointing the finger at other people if you're not smelling right. But honestly, there's really not much you can do. That's part of the job, is you're working very closely closely with people, and you might smell some things that you don't want to smell, and that's just how it is. Bina Beauty and Skin. Right out of school, were you scared to work on your first clients? How did you overcome? Thankfully, where I worked, they offered a 2-month training program, and before I even stepped foot into the spa, I had worked continuously for 2 months on other trainees training with me, and then I also worked on models that they brought in. They got me very prepared to work on guests. It's really just gonna come with practice, and as many people as you can do, the more comfortable you'll start to get with doing facials. But yeah, there's obviously gonna be a little bit of nerves even after I did work on people for 2 months straight. There's something different about working on somebody who's paying money to be there. So yeah, I think I've been in a lot of like nerve-wracking situations before, and so I just stayed calm, cool, and collected and professional and smiled. And I never tell anybody when I'm feeling nervous or I messed up or something. You're gonna be more picky about your service than they are. So instead of saying, oh, I'm sorry, or pointing out something that you did wrong, I would just zip it and just continue with the service and not even trip about it, because your guest is there to relax and have a great facial. They're not gonna be nitpicking every little thing you do. So I would just say, you know, just take a few deep breaths and be professional and just accept that you're gonna make some mistakes and move forward and learn from it. Ooh, this is a good question. Alluring glamour. If your clients choose to pay with a card, do you charge your clients the card processing fee? At this point, I don't charge an extra fee. I just feel like, I mean, what's a few cents, a couple bucks to me? And you can also write those off on your taxes. PayPal, Square, all of those entities should give you a form that states how much money they took out from the transactions, and then you can actually write that off on your taxes. I mean, if you want to charge the fee and it's, you know, gonna make a big difference for you, then charge them. But I just feel like for me it's a little bit more of a hassle than it's worth, and I can write it off. Molly Rochelle, most important advice for a new esthetician. I think the most important thing is to not rush the process. I know right out of school I felt the same way. I felt very excited and tenacious, and I wanted to maybe open up my own space right away. I was really excited to work on people. And I'm not saying lose that, because that excitement and that passion, keep that going, because that's what's gonna drive you. But I would say don't rush the process, because I think there's a lot to learn right out of school. I remember feeling like I didn't know too much right when I graduated. That's not an uncommon feeling. School is only supposed to teach you what you need to know to pass state board, which isn't much. It's just the bare minimum. After you get out of esthetician school, you're definitely gonna want to try to get a job where you are going to be working there part-time or even full-time, and you're going to get that additional training from that place that you work for. Hopefully it's somewhere that's going to have great training, that's going to really give you a good amount of clients and have great products that they work with, and I'm going to talk more about that in my future video. I just feel like as a new esthetician, you know, stay passionate, stay excited, but don't rush the process, and to continue to educate yourself and to not work for yourself right away, because I think you need to build that experience before you have that I guess credential to be able to work for yourself. And I got a few questions about how to promote and get more clients. So I did 2 videos actually that talked a lot about building your clientele and about building your social media presence. But in short, what I'd like to say about getting clients is referrals, and social media, I would say, is how I get clients and I promote my business. Okay, let's go to YouTube and look at some of these questions. Justina Chaparro, are you able to do microneedling without a medical professional present? Just a curious question. In the state of California, as an esthetician, you are not able to perform microneedling solo. You need to be under the supervision of a physician and performing it in a medical office. Of course, there's going to be people out there who perform the service without any of those. Be mindful of that. I'm not sure what the rules are in other states. I know they're a lot more relaxed in other states than California, so just look at your state board website, and I'm sure they have it in like a Q&A or FAQ section of their website. But yeah, it really just depends state by state. All right, let me pour myself another little glass here. Okay, Alondra commented, "Hey girl, new subscriber, just wondering, did you get only esthetician or also massage license? The school I'm looking into offers only SC, but also SC with basic massage, thanks." So I only have my esthetician license. I actually did look into being a massage therapist first, but I decided for me I didn't really want to spend all day rubbing people, and I already feel like I already do so much physical work as an esthetician, so I can only imagine how much more it would be for massage. But yeah, those are two totally separate licenses, so make sure that if your school is offering an SC license with massage, that you are very clear that it's either esthetician or massage therapy, because there's not a combination license. There's just esthetician and just massage, and I think they have two totally different tests. So if you can get the additional training, that's awesome, but you cannot claim that you have that massage therapy license unless you actually went through a whole course and hours for that particular license. So just look into that if your school or the school you're looking at is offering that. Christina Wang, another great video. I'm just wondering why you don't use online intake forms. That's a great question. I have had comment from a client asking me about why I don't use an online form, and I've asked myself that same question. I think because I'm just used to it. At my spa, they had us do physical sheets. It's something I think about a raw signature that to me just seems a little bit more legit than doing something online. Like, I'm always just worried that something's gonna go wrong or some data is gonna get lost and then I lose all of those papers. But yes, it is kind of a pain in the ass to maintain all those papers, so I would like to maybe at some point do that. I need to invest into an iPad or something to be able to do that. But for me, I just feel like it's just habit, and that's why I use paper. As far as intake forms, I got another question saying how do I organize them, and I don't really organize them alphabetically or anything. I just group them into months, and every 3 months I toss it. So I'm not keeping things for forever because it takes way too much space. Makeup by Steph G, great video. Do you require non-refundable deposits depending on a service? Yes, so I require a 50% non-refundable deposit. The only exception to that rule is that if I'm not able to perform the service for whatever reason, I do offer either a refund or they can reschedule or maybe like a discount or something. I've had to adjust my policies a lot. I implemented the 50% non-refundable deposit almost as soon as I started freelancing. This started back when I was doing makeup because I just feel like your time is so valuable, and I feel like it puts a little bit of skin in the game for your clients to show up and to be on time by setting these rules for all services. It doesn't matter, even for a little brow wax, I require them to put down a little something to hold their appointment. As far as cancellations, I give people up to 3 days to reschedule their appointment, but anything less than that 72-hour period, they have to reschedule and repay a deposit. Of course, usually for a first-time person, I'm a little bit more lenient, but you know, you're training your people how to treat you. I try to be as fair as possible, but I say that 3-day period gives people, or at least gives me, a chance to reschedule them and to get somebody to take their place. I'd say 3 days I've seen is a long enough time to do that. But anything less than that, it's just putting me in a position where I'm gonna be losing money. So if it's less than that 3-day period, I do make them repay and rebook with me to secure another appointment. If it's less than 24 hours, I actually say, hey, I'm charging you the full amount and you need to rebook and repay a deposit. I know that kind of seems a little intense, but just over the last 4 years dealing with clients and people canceling and rescheduling, I find that has created a lot of respect for my business, and it doesn't happen as often anymore. So I think I solved the problem because I think people don't play around when it comes to their money and potentially losing money if they don't show up. In Acuity Scheduling, you're actually able to make an intake form where you can lay out your terms and policies with people before they book, so that they're fully aware of your service policies, and they're not going to waste your time, hopefully. So just know, if you're looking at working for yourself, you're going to have a little bit of a backbone, because there are people out there who are going to try to take advantage and give you a lot of excuses. So just make sure you're aware of that if you're going to be working for yourself. Okay, so Janae Marie Love this. I'm in school right now and we only go to lab once a week to practice. I want to practice on friends and family at home. What do you consider the basics? So as far as what I mean by the basics and what you should be practicing is a regular facial. It means a double cleanse, exfoliation, extractions, massage, a mask, and finishing products. That I would say is the basics. You need to master that. You need to time yourself, make sure you can do it within 50 minutes. I know at my school they really didn't work with me a ton on timing. So at my spa, the two lengths of services they had were 50-minute and 80-minute facial. 80 minutes is a lot more flexible. You're able to kind of just take your time, hang out, but the money really is in those 50-minute services because you can do them back to back. You can make a lot of money in 1 hour or less. And so I feel like if you can master down a basic facial in 50 minutes, you're gonna be golden. You're gonna be making great money and you're gonna be glad that you can do a facial that quickly, because I don't think it should take much longer than that. You could just even set a timer on your phone as you're working and just push yourself to be quicker and to be more efficient. That is all the questions that I have time to answer today. Thank you guys so much for tuning into this video, but I hope, oh, here he comes again. I'm almost done. But yeah, let me wrap this video up. Of course, hit that like button if you found this helpful. Comment down below any other questions that you might have for any future videos. And of course, hit that subscribe button because you know that I'm gonna be someone you wanna follow, someone you wanna stay in touch with. And be sure to be on the lookout for my Becoming an Esthetician series that I've been working on. If you're someone who's looking into the industry for the first time, make sure you check out the last video that I just uploaded because I'm going to be doing videos to kind of bounce back off of that topic. So yeah, I love you guys. Merry Christmas, and I hope you have a great New Year's, and I'll see you guys next week.